I'm on NYPD Blue right now. I'm on like season
Ooh.
10.
Aren't there like 23 seasons?
12. It's a
Oh,
lot. It's 12. It's a lot though. It
it's
went
only
from like
12?
yeah, it went from like 93 to
So what
2007, I
show
think.
what show's been on for like 20 something years? Like a cop show that's been
Cops.
on. No, 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 not no,
Or
I'm talking about,
probably
is it
probably
SVU?
Been on that for mad long.
um
Or SVU's only been on for
It
like
ain't
maybe
Oh
12.
yeah, Law and Order.
Law and Order,
Law and
yeah.
that's
Order.
that's
Law and
definitely
Law
Order,
and
mad
Order.
okay.
long.
And then
Yeah.
they
Law
have
and
like
Order
Law
was
and Order
mad.
SVU and shit
Mm-hmm.
like that.
They
There's like
got
six Law
Special
and Orders running at the
Forces.
same time.
Yeah, okay. All
The
right.
the
All
new
right.
shit is popping though. The
Yeah, yeah. I gotta
Special
actually get I
Forces.
gotta that's what I've been trying to get into is that Law and Order.
Yeah, wifey's on
So
that hard body.
let
She
me
got me on it.
let me put my phone on mute.
She
Yeah.
started fucking with the SVU, and that was the SVU is about like child
Yeah, sexual.
sexual assault cases and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. And then the Special Forces one is when the so SVU used to have like two main characters. It was Detective Stabler and the other woman. Her name is escaping me. Long story short,
Oh, I know the chick you're talking about. The
yeah,
dude and
she's
the chick from
mhm,
SVU.
yeah.
Yeah. Is it Mina something or not Mina? Is it? No.
What's the name?
Yeah, it's 20, 22, 22 or no, 23 seasons.
Damn.
Of Law and Order?
Mm-hmm.
And those seasons are long too.
In the criminal justice system,
Those seasons be
sexual-based
like 20 something
offenses are
episodes.
considered especially heinous. In
So
New
that-
York City,
Yeah.
the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Dun, dun.
It
Yeah, that's the joint. But actually,
show's mad
Olivia
addicting.
Benson, the detective in SVU, she actually does like I think she assists with some of like the storyline and the writing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the show focused on her for a while, and then the dude, his character's name is Elliot Stabler. He came back, and then they did a spinoff, and that spinoff is about
That's just popping right now, ain't it?
yeah.
Yeah. You know, he was originally on the HBO show Oz. That's where Steve knows him from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
so in this new spinoff, it's about like criminal violence and gang violence and all of that.
I
It's
think they
dope.
did a crossover event, like for the first episode or something like that.
Yeah.
I got so much shit I gotta
I
watch.
think if you guys would go back to like NYPD Blue, you'd be surprised how many actors got they start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just like guest appearances.
Mhm.
And they were talking about Bloods and Crips, like in the city and shit like that. But I'm talking everybody from Terrence Howard to homegirl from
Maine,
Best Man.
Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like, bro, like it's so many characters off the Sopranos,
Mm-hmm.
so many
Yeah.
like Matt. I fucking I didn't even know what's my boy the comedian's name? Little pimp, little short nigga.
Oh, you talking
Cat
about
Williams?
Cat
From
Williams.
Friday. Cat
Cat
Williams.
Williams?
He was on the joint as a fucking bro, like
Cat Williams was on
so
NYPD Blue.
yes, bro.
Shit.
So many people got they start like as like extras in NYPD Blue, bro.
Mm.
I never even fucking knew it until I watched the joint.
I mean, you'd be surprised, man. Like, I mean, that and like if you watch you like rewatch movies and you'll see like I don't know if you know Sam Remy, not Sam Remy, but the dude that won the Oscar for
Blue.
playing he played Freddie Mercury. Remember that
Mhm.
dude? What's that? I forget that dude's name, but he was literally like he had like
Remy Malek.
yeah,
Remy
Remy
Malek.
Malek.
Yeah,
He had
yeah.
like maybe 4 lines in that movie Battleship that came
Mm-hmm.
out a while ago. Like just 4 lines. He's just in that movie, but like this is before that movie. So it's like it's just crazy to see like the progression and stuff like that. Like damn, this dude was here, but everybody has a starting point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a bunch of different like shows or movies that are like that. They like give all the young actors or all the notable talent start, and then from there they just branch out.
Mhm.
Parks and Recreations, that was like that too, right?
That Parks and Recs is like a
Yeah.
lot of people
Treat
came
yourself.
from that. A
Yeah.
lot of people came
Yeah.
from that show.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yo,
came
the
from that
dude,
show.
one of the dudes that was like one of the stars from that show, wasn't he like on E channel? Like wasn't he like did like a little show on E?
Yeah, I think I know
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, this is
It
literally
was like
the
a
best.
funny, it was like a clip show or something, right?
He
Like
was
show
he was a
clips.
dude that was
The
always
Taj
like,
2.0 dude.
he
The
was always
Taj,
like mad
yeah.
positive.
I think it's the
Yeah.
Taj 2.0 dude.
Aziz, wow, look at that. Aziz Ansari was on that show. Wow.
Oh shit.
Adam Scott,
Facts.
Adam
Rashida
Scott
Jones, Chris Pratt, Nick Offerman. Yeah, I know who he is. Aubrey Plaza.
We getting our nerve shit on right now.
I love Aubrey
Wow.
Plaza.
Rob Lowe was on that show? I
Yeah.
don't remember that. I don't remember that. Wow. I gotta rewatch that show. But you know, Rashida Jones is Quincy Jones's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Quincy Jones.
Mr. Quincy Jones.
Oh, I remember Adam Scott. Adam Scott was in Step Brothers as Will Ferrell's brother. Academy Award mixer.
Austin Powers. He was like, Mr. Quincy Jones.
Check this out. Since we talking about this TV show shit, right? So I want to ask you guys real quick. Hey, we rolling, right? We rolling? We've been rolling.
Oh yeah.
So this the new shit. This is the new shit. I like this. Okay, check this out though. Did you guys know? Okay, Tony Soprano, right? James Gandolfini.
Mm-hmm.
When Steve Carell left The Office, they was trying to have James Gandolfini take his place as the new boss of Dunder Mifflin.
That would have been ridiculous.
Wouldn't that have been crazy, right?
That would have been funny.
I don't even know who
Guess
James.
what?
Let me look at who James.
Tony Soprano.
I never watched The Sopranos.
Oh, what? Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you kidding me? No way,
bro. Rick.
Oh, he looks like he's from Jersey. Is he from Jersey?
Yes, he's Tony Soprano.
I think he lived in Jersey.
He looks like a Jersey type of guy.
He's
from Jersey. I'm 95% sure he's from Jersey.
I would go with that. I would go with that. Trust me.
Is schlepped in his vocabulary?
The show.
I slept with the.
The show is based in Jersey. A lot of parts of it, like up North Jersey, Lodi, shit like that. Like a lot of the show is based in Jersey, bro.
That's where the original Bada Bing is.
Yes, as your duty as a New Jersey citizen, I don't care if you stay in Illinois, you have to watch The Sopranos, bro.
Well,
Rick, I remember
are you kidding me?
when we were young, they shot a lot of stuff in Hackensack too.
I saw that article.
There was a lot of stuff shot in Hackensack when we was kids.
Yeah, a lot of it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Remember that old video
Hackensack
store on Passaic Street?
Mm-hmm. And Lodi.
They shot some
and
scenes
Lodi
there.
as well.
They shot
Lodi, that's what I just said. A lot of us in Lodi. But I was telling them, Ant, I was telling them
they
that
paid him $3 million to not be on.
Yeah,
I saw that article. Yeah, I saw that article.
Yeah, they paid him $3 million.
Yeah.
He was so important to the Sopranos franchise. Mm-hmm. HBO said, "Look, we gave you $3 million not to do it."
Mm-hmm.
Intentionally, I guess. I don't know. I grew up on BT, so you feel me? Like,
I know.
I didn't really like.
No, I'm joking.
I didn't really like get exposed.
You didn't get too much HBO. Okay, I can get it.
I got a lot of HBO.
I can dig it.
Like I think I've had. We've had
HBO
HBO my entire life, so I don't know. I just
always. But check this out though, Rick. Trust me, bro. If you love gangster shit, you love the mafia type, and what makes it even better, it's mafia. It's a mafia joint, but it's a mafia joint in areas that you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what makes it even
legit in your stomping grounds.
Yeah, these guys are a part of a family. You know what I'm saying? And they're like the New Jersey family, but all the main families are from New York. You know what I mean? And so they always be kind of like looking at Tony and I'm like, yo, what the Jersey family like? Yo, they ain't really popping like that, but it's like, yo, they really be getting their shit off. You know what I mean? And you can't, You gotta love it, bro. I love that.
Have you seen The
I,
Wire?
I've watched that. I've watched that whole shit. Yeah, I think
The Wire, yeah, The Wire.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Definitely The Wire. Definitely The Wire.
Sopranos is definitely up there with the Wire.
What? I've watched The Sopranos all the way through a total of like 3 times.
That's how I've been with The Wire. That's to be with The Wire. I've watched
I'm
The Wire at least
probably
3 times.
And then I don't even want to say how many times I watched The Sopranos and The Wire because I literally will just switch off, go back and forth, and then Entourage. I probably watched all of them. Probably I've watched The Sopranos maybe about 10 times. The Wire, at least 20.
I've seen The Wire a million times.
I mean, my name is my name. You know what I'm saying? like when he says that shit, like nigga, like you not telling me that a nigga the niggas in the streets just calling me out? Come on, man. My name is my name.
Wait, go ahead.
Hey, yo, we've been like on hold for a little bit because a lot of us been making moves and shit, like trying to get, you know what I'm saying, things together in our lives. But since we've been gone for a while, one of the main things I want to ask you guys was what you guys think about Maxim naming Tiana Taylor that first sexiest black woman, sexiest woman alive.
I didn't even know that.
She's the first ever for Maxim.
And on top of that, she's dark skinned too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not light skinned. So I love that. I didn't even know that. So that's what she was talking about when she was on. Because like whenever I see someone's IG and I see like 14 paragraphs, I get mentally exhausted and I just move on. So that's what she was talking about. God bless.
Before I even give my standpoint on it, I want to ask you, what was the criteria for naming her that? Like, what was she?
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know how they. Because I don't know how they.
Michael B. Jordan was like sexiest man alive, like what 2 years ago or something like that. Like okay. I don't understand. I don't know where they. That's funny that you asked that because I've never thought to question the criteria and like what do they do to decide that?
Yeah, because I would never be able to guess because I'm not gonna say I disagree. Tiana Taylor is very sexy, but I mean
that's kind of out of nowhere.
Halle Berry,
but she's probably been one, you know, back in the day, you know.
Who?
Halle. Has Halle never been one?
No, I said Maxim. I'm talking about Maxim.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
so there's an actual list though.
She's the first. She's the first black woman to ever be.
Sure, if we did
Maxim,
it would be different. I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. I don't know what they rated on.
Let's do a list now. How about that? Let's on the spot. Let's do a list.
Before we dive into the list, I want to answer your question. I want to give my feedback on it. I think I'm not sure if I agree that she's the sexiest woman. Mm-hmm. And that's no slight. I gotta tread with care when I'm talking about shit in 2021 because you know how people get.
Yeah. I'm not trying to make a list. Actually,
she's super talented, man. She's like amazingly talented. I love her performance, arts, singing, dancing, all of that. I don't like her as the representation of being the sexiest physical woman alive, just because she has plastic surgery.
Oh, she does? I didn't know that. What she got worked on?
Her boobs, right?
And I don't want to misquote anything. So let me just, because I was having a discussion with my missus about that. Yeah, and she said, she got.
This is
you know what though? You know what though, Rick? This is like we don't want to make it a double standard because on the real, like all the rest of the people that they be putting on Maxim Sexiest Woman Alive, probably 90% of them have plastic surgery too.
Nose job, maybe. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like
fuck all of them. I don't agree with all of them when it comes to that physically. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying Tiana Taylor herself. I'm just saying like the representation of physical beauty to me is not plastic surgery. It's not.
Yeah.
This is.
I can dig that.
Especially now, fake boobs, which is the worst plastic surgery of all.
This is a societal issue.
It's a lie. I think it's the lie that you would get when you You out and you chopping it up with a female.
Did the men's
And
basketball team just
she's
lose?
all.
Oh man.
Yes, they lost. They lost to France.
Told
I
you.
thought they
I
won.
told
You
you.
did.
I
You
told
told me
you
you
that.
did. You did. You said it. You said it.
Just,
You said it.
I'm not feeling this USA team.
It's
They're a
it's an embarrassment.
bunch of individual players. There's really no.
Eric Fournier showed his ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Buckets.
Pause.
Yo,
Pause.
at the end of the
On the
game, they
US
had a
team.
chance to win. They had a chance to win about damn near everybody on the starting five missed a three to go
my
up in the
thing
game
is
on
like
the last
you
possession.
if you take a look at that team,
It looked like a
with all
I
due
don't know what it
respect,
was.
with all due respect, like there's only two people on that team that I'm like when I see them on the court, I'm getting off the court. That's KD and that's Dame. Everybody else is like I don't really see I don't see. I'm sorry to jump. I'm just this like when I see this shit right here, this shit really gets on my nerves. But anyways, go back to what you was talking about, Rick. I really apologize, man. This shit right here makes
That's
me
breaking
see
news.
fucking
That's
red.
breaking news. That's breaking
Facts.
news live. Yeah, that's breaking news.
That's just I was just complaining to Steve like that. Like what was it last week that I just don't believe in Team USA, and I know like I was going off of the exhibition games, but I was
You was right.
I was looking at the squad though, and I don't see not one person on the team that can melt like gel everybody together. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
Like
tell you
if Braun was on the team, and I'm not saying Braun should be on the team, but like if Braun was on the team, like that's instant chemistry. You know what I'm saying? He's feeding everybody. I don't know. I just see a lot of individual players on that team, and not one. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
I knew it was over when they got JaVale McGee to be. I was like, pop the seat now. You don't want to win.
You know what sucks too is this is a shortened season, right? I mean, by 10 games, but
where's Zion?
They pushed everything up, but at the same time, it's just like, a lot of people don't want to spend their off season. Yeah, it's for the country, but like they want to rest their bodies. I feel like that's a pause.
Zion, John
I feel like
Morant.
that. I feel like I should pause that. I don't know why, but I just do it. You just
I
never
don't-
know what's pause worthy.
I don't think a lot of niggas care about playing for this country. Period. I mean, like I don't think they in it for that.
On top of that, like the whole politics with Tokyo and trying to silence black athletes and being able to protest, peacefully and stuff like that. That might go up people's ass sideways. I don't know, but I look at this team and I don't really see. I see two killers and I just see the rest of the rest of the world is looking at this team and they're just like, oh, we can eat these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Their food. Their food.
You should not be able to eat those guys though.
You shouldn't.
You understand what I'm saying?
I feel like the late great Mamba. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish that. You talking about the Mamba? Finish that.
Yeah, I feel like the late great Mamba said it the best, that the game is changing, right? Like I want Team USA to win every year. This is where I'm from, but the game is changing, and I think some of these guys have been playing the team basketball on the international level for years. Years, same squad, same people. And it shows, the chemistry shows.
They play for their country, I see what you're saying. These guys just get thrown together and we just expect instant chemistry. But also to that point though, like I look at a lot of these guys and I see a lot of hero basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, check this out. Tell me how I got Devin Booker, right? I got Devin Booker. I got Kevin Durant.
Bryant disciple.
I got Draymond Green. I don't know who the fuck Keldon Johnson is.
Draymond should be
why is Zach
running
LaVine?
the point.
Zach LaVine is dope. I got Zach LaVine. I got Dame Dollars. I got Chris Middleton, who at times looks like he's the number one on his team.
He's the most streakiest.
I got Jason Tatum. Okay, maybe I think too highly of the NBA, because for some reason I feel like we could send bench players. You know what I mean? And I'm probably disrespecting like
The world
the
is
rest of
caught
the
up.
world.
You can't.
Yeah,
That's why
I'm
we have the
disrespecting.
dream team. That's why we have
But
the
you
dream
know
team
what?
now.
Max Kellerman said it. He hit it on the fucking head when he said that we do this every couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
We'll send in our B team, and we keep on. We'll win for a little bit, but we send our B team in, and we'll lose, and then we'll get pissed off, and then we'll send in the A team, and we'll smash the whole Olympics.
5 guys starting. You go 7 to 10 deep in a rotation, and any team that understands the team element, regardless of individual players, they're gonna rock. It's like in the past, you always had these teams with standout players in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, but then you had a team like Dallas or a team like San Antonio that will come through and steal the championship. Reason why is because Pop, that philosophy, the boys, they gel together, they play a 5-man game.
A well-oiled machine.
And that's why I feel like, I think it was either Stephen A. or Skip Bayless, one of these guys, they had said that the game of basketball has changed for the worse now, where it's a pick and roll style. One man creates opportunities for other people on the court, rather than whipping that ball around, having it touch 3 or 4 hands, hit the open player. You know what I'm saying? Give him a different look, use the spacing, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like Team USA, you can even see it. Everybody's pulling up for threes. Everybody's being, little Steph. Everybody's being Dame, or Dame's being Dame.
That's why I said that like Steph Curry he's a gift and he's a curse. Because I mean, you got to understand too, is like everybody, all these kids want to be like Steph, which they rightfully should. But he's a smaller guy. So I'm not saying that you got a chance to be Steph, but if you put in that work, because Steph has been putting in that work his entire life, you know what I'm saying? If you've practiced the fundamentals, you can possibly be something not close to it, but you could be something on a small scale of Steph. But at the same time, when you're shooting from the logo and stuff like that, I mean, I guess it's sexy and sensationalized. It's good for the casual fan, but like for the diehards, like I don't know. I mean, I don't mind that the game has evolved, but I just think like when I see high schoolers pointing to the logo and then shooting, I don't know if I like that. But
makes me want to turn off the TV.
Yeah,
turn off whatever I'm watching. Now
it's just like I mean, and I can understand like Steph is Steph, and I want him to be Steph, but at the same time, it's just like maybe there also is a negative effect on that too, because everybody's trying to hoist up shots. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being the old guy.
No, I think that's for players to analyze and say, okay, that's him. He could do that. Mm-hmm. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. You know what I mean? Like not everybody's going to be able to do that. For him, that's a decent shot. I'm still not going to say that's a great shot because it still counts for the same amount of points as if he was 7 feet, closer to the basket. But that's a shot that he could shoot. Like that's a decent shot for him. For anybody else, and Dame, it's a good shot for him. A decent shot.
There's 2 people in the league.
Everybody else is a bad fucking shot. Why shoot?
There's 2 people in the league that's a good shot for, but then everybody else probably needs to play it, stay in their lane.
And LeBron at times can hit some.
He shoots the deep ones too.
Yeah,
you look like a dummy when you miss those, man. Like
you got to expand it to 4,
especially so early.
In my opinion, you got to expand it to 4 people.
What'd you say, Rick?
Go ahead.
You got to expand it to 4 people. 4 people could hit that shot like.
I mean,
regularly.
we're talking about Clay. You talking about Clay?
Trey Young.
I'm talking about Dame, Steph, Kevin Durant.
This year.
And
timeline shorty.
You feel me? And
timeline shorty. He is. I've seen him. I've seen hit game winners from the timeline.
Yep. He's crazy.
I mean,
And LeBron, I think LeBron got that range too. He'd be pulling up.
LeBron consistently can hit it when he wants to. You know what I mean?
He'd be pulling the fuck up. I'm not gonna lie.
So my thing is like, all right, so like the league is what it is now, right? And this is, I mean, it's obviously a shooters league now. You know, we're not banging in the paint. You've got big guys going stretching the court out. You know, going like when I see Robin Lopez shooting 3-pointers, I literally want to projectile vomit every single time. I don't care if he can make it or not. This is what we've got to.
And he's nice. And he's nice.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is that's what coaches are telling him to do now. It's just funny how time changes things.
And then also
like years ago he would be crucified for shooting shots.
What's messed the league up, in my personal opinion, in all sports is analytics. Because analytics will tell you that the more threes you jack up, you just shoot as many threes as possible because the art of the mid range is still a mystery to a lot of players. You know, there's a couple of players like DeMar DeRozan is definitely mid range shorty. But
what you saying is blasphemous. I got to be honest with you, it's blasphemous.
What?
It goes right against what you know. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
No, the analytics. I'm telling you, this is a thing. Analytics.
But how you going to defy Hove like that?
What are you talking? No, I'm talking about the Bucks. This is what the Bucks protocol is. That's what they do. They shoot. They talk about the more threes they shoot. It's basically equates to as many missed twos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shoot enough threes, you'll make more. You'll make a little bit more than you make twos. You know,
they want 3-point shots and they want dunks. You know what I mean? That's how they want you to get most of your offense. Like the analytics tell them that post plays are not good, are negative plays, they're not great plays. That's what the analytics say.
So like a lot of people
but if you're just watching the game, the analytics don't really take into account of mismatches and things like that, though. Situationals.
But like a lot of these teams are hiring these people, and like they're looking to them as gurus. Like, I mean, especially in baseball. Baseball is hiring which is cool. Hiring a lot of people based off of analytics. But I don't think analytics is the heartbeat of any sport. You know what I'm saying? I think it's overlooking the.
I think in baseball you can gauge analytics a little bit better than you can in basketball. Just because if you're tracking the speed of a fastball, the speed of a curveball, when should we throw it? When should we not? But how can you track when this guy's about to jump out the gym, or when this guy's about to shoot from the logo? You know what I'm saying? Or what would analytics tell somebody that the Greek freak who could not shoot a free throw before the finals would all of a sudden find his stroke? You know what I'm saying? Analytics would tell you, put him on the line.
Foul him.
Foul him because he's horrible. But this guy just made
fouling him got him 50 points.
Analytics will tell you to build the wall.
He just made 90% of his free throws in the finals. So you're taking your analytics and you're like, this is what we should do, but you just screwed yourself. You know what I mean? Because all of a sudden he turned on the green light. Boom! I'm about to hit these going. I'm about to hit him. I'm about to hit him. I'm about to hit him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think the analytics. That's the problem with analytics.
Yeah,
I think they bail out a lot of players from doing foolishness, man, and just playing sloppy, silly looking basketball sometimes. You could just if you come down and you hit 1 3 out of 7 or 8 in a row, that should tell you to stop, cool down on shooting them things.
I just cringe. I cringe when I see
something else. But
when I see these guys come down the court.
That's probably why CP3 didn't go to the finals earlier.
But maybe 17 seconds into the shot clock, and they're hoisting up a 3. This shit, I don't know, man. That's just.
This is a different
I'm not a basketball expert, but that's
a different game.
To be honest with you, I'm glad we got that finals though, because I think those were two teams that really deserve to be there. Yeah, those two teams really deserve to be there. I don't know. They played. I like the way they played the game.
I mean, one team.
It was a very close, contested finals. It was entertaining.
One team, they both were making adjustments, and then after the second game, Phoenix just stopped making adjustments, and they just like, we're just gonna build a wall, and Giannis is just gonna have to stop us. When really Giannis is gonna get his. You got him. Don't let the other guys get theirs. But
I want
to ask this question to you guys.
What's up?
Do you think that after this year the era of super teams will be finished? Because I thought about this. Like after every time there's a new super team built, we all imagine like 3-peats and 5-6 championships possibly. No super team that's been built so far has won more than 2. And they barely got those. So when you think about Boston, I think Boston and the Big Three, they got 1 championship.
They got one.
Miami, they were supposed to get 7, 8, 9. LeBron starting in LeBron's prime, they got 2. Barely got 2. Then you go, what else? You got Golden State with KD, them. They got 2. They could have had more. I don't know. If KD hasn't been, and Brooklyn ain't off to a good start either. No offense.
Yeah. No, I see. No, I agree. I don't think it's gonna stop. In all 3 of those instances, I can offer, maybe it's called an excuse. You know what I mean? But you have to be healthy to win a championship. Brooklyn, they wasn't healthy. No. It's not. You're not gonna get it done. With Miami and LeBron, they went to 4. They should have won 4. The first one, LeBron was still on his.
He played scared
on his choking fourth quarter shit. You know what I mean? And
there's another team out there though. I mean,
you know what I mean? They didn't get it done, but they should have won 4. They didn't. I know. Say shoulda, woulda, coulda. What's the other team you named?
Is that Golden State?
Golden State. If KD stayed there and they stay healthy, do they lose?
No.
KD wanted to leave.
I'm just saying.
KD only wanted to leave because of Draymond.
It just so happens that, okay, with a super team, I guess, if somebody does go down, sometimes a lot more pressure and responsibility is putting on other players, role players that you just don't have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everybody was crowning the Nets, but that's my thing is what I always felt like the only way they'll make it is if they stay healthy. But when you get 2 or 3 superstars together, you know what you sacrifice? You sacrifice your bench.
You sacrifice you sacrifice legacy too.
We had to get rid of Jared Allen, which was our defensive stopper. We had to get rid of now Dinwiddie was down. There's another player that Dinwiddie was down. We had to get rid of players to bring these guys in and
salaries. Yeah.
So now with these guys, so the only way you're going to win now if these guys are healthy. If they're not healthy, what you going to do? You can't win with just. They had a good chance to win with KD, but he was gassed. He took them into overtime, and he just could not take them past the first overtime.
He was this
so
close.
He was so close. I give him credit. I don't think Kyrie could have done that by himself, and I don't think James could have done that by himself.
Hell no.
Only KD. They need KD. KD doesn't. He does need them too.
If KD was 5 shoe sizes smaller, we wouldn't be talking about the Bucks in the finals, winning the finals. We'd be talking about the the Nets going against Phoenix.
But think about this though. What did it take to get James Harden, who didn't play in the finals? It took Jared Allen. It took my man that's on Indiana. That's dirty. What's his name?
Karis LeVert.
LeVert.
Yeah.
It took him.
Yeah. Karis LeVert. Yep.
Those people would have been able to help in a series like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I do feel like there's a certain sensationalism over the super team, especially in year 1. Like I still feel like whatever sport you play, it's a team game. Like you're not just gonna have people come in year one and dominate. So for me to answer your question, Hov, I do feel like super teams will continue moving forward. I don't agree with that name. I just feel like give them a summer, let them gel, let them get in the gym, let them create chemistry, let them figure out the best way to win. Like that Nets team, I'm a Knicks fan. So I don't want to say anything good, but I'm gonna be real and like
we all know what they are.
You feel me? I'm gonna be real and say there's mad talent over there.
Yeah, we know.
And when they get to their summer to really sit down, like James Harden and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving learn how to play with each other on the court on a consistent basis, and then also figure out, game wise, when is the best time to have, James and Kyrie on the court, or to have KD on the court with, the other players. I feel like there's just way too much reassured clutch talent on those type of teams, those type of builds, that once you add that chemistry factor, it's hard to stop that, man.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you. I respect that point. You know what I mean? And I'm on the fence with it too, whether super teams will be done. I kind of see them possibly getting phased out. I think last year was kind of the start of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like with everybody was breaking off into duos and stuff. And then, James Harden got traded, and then it kind of felt different. But, I think, I don't know, with the legacy thing, it's just with that type of talent, not every championship to me as a fan, and this is my
it's created
opinion,
equal.
is created equal. It just isn't. It just isn't.
My personal opinion.
The ones that KD won, they were the overall overwhelming favorites from from the beginning of the season to the end of the season to win the championship, and everybody picked them for good reason. Even if you don't know basketball that well, pick them because they were clearly, had superior talent. I don't know. When you force the super team, that makes me question how much the championship is worth.
In the Nets' defense, I feel like it was an accidental super team.
It was
because KD and Kyrie did agree, like, let's go play somewhere together. And KD was like, "Where you want to go? You want to go to the Knicks? You want to go to the Nets?" Yeah. And wherever Kyrie was like, "Let's go to Brooklyn."
And so that happened. It was balanced.
KD went.
That was fair.
You know what I mean? But then when James was like, "I don't want to play for these niggas no more. I want to go play with these niggas in Brooklyn."
The way he did that was foul, but
yeah, it was foul. It was foul. But like, that's, as a Nets fan, it's like, that's not you. That was not anything that was calculated. There's no way in the world niggas thought like, oh,
I'm only saying it because I'm a Knicks fan. If I was a Nets fan, I'd be like, I could care less with anybody.
I mean, but
as a Nets fan though,
Knicks, I'd be like, I don't give a shit.
As a Nets fan though, this is where it's a conundrum, because as a Nets fan, with that talent, anything besides a championship is a failure.
Yeah, of course.
Anything. If we don't win, we don't win the season.
Assemble, like, who's on that team.
No
but
question.
Yeah,
you can't stop the injuries though. You really can't stop
injuries. I know. Yeah, I can't. I'm not. I can't blame that. You know, injuries happen. I was telling Ant gave us a championship after our first round. We was smacking niggas.
Yeah.
And I know there's power in words, and I didn't mean to talk this up, but he was like, "Oh, ain't nobody gonna beat you guys." Like, bro, we got to stay healthy. And then as soon as I said that to him, we started going down.
Let's say game 3 of the second round, man, changed everything. Changed the whole.
You know what I mean? We started going down.
I mean, but the entire league got hurt too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like
in that round too.
Street Clothes Davis got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Street Clothes.
Murray tore his ACL. Like, I mean, this was a freak season. I mean, because Kawhi tore his ACL. You know. Like,
who's to say they don't win it?
This is like, I mean, exactly. Like, so like, if you put all of those cogs back on their teams and everybody's healthy, like, this is obviously a different outcome. But I mean, my personal opinion when it comes to super team, there will always be the era. And I kind of cringe when I hear that word, because, like, I mean, if you look to the past, I mean, the Lakers and the Celtics were assembling teams like this for forever. You know what I'm saying? So
the Bulls did it.
The Bulls did it.
Mike,
so like,
Scotty, and Dennis.
So like,
you know
I think that the word super team is a sensationalized word, in my personal opinion. But when it comes to the super team, there was a point in time where the execs had the power, right? Now, I think we could all agree that LeBron kind of gave the players power. So, and a lot of these players have been playing with each other since high school, since AAU days, right? So they're best friends with each other. Like to your point, Hove, they don't care. A lot of these players don't really care about that legacy shit. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get a chip, you know, because a chip is a chip, because they got to play 82 games and they got to play how many games they got to play in the playoffs to get to the championship and then win that chip. So a chip to them is still a chip, you know. Whatever people are saying on the outside is what they're gonna say. But the mentality of these players nowadays and age is join them. Don't try to beat them, you know, join them. They're best friends. So a lot of these guys are just linking up. So there's always gonna be a couple of players that are gonna join up and link up, you know, because they set their own tone now.
I don't think that all players think that way though. Because look at what Giannis said about winning the chip in Milwaukee.
I understand that, but Giannis is also European, though. I mean, he's
been losing, and it's hard for him to leave Portland because he doesn't want to join a team to where the championship will turn to ash.
Yeah. But now there's trade rumors with him,
stacks the deck on another team.
There's trade rumors with him, though. Yeah. You know, it's like Giannis is different because Giannis is not like, he doesn't have like an American mentality. You know what I'm saying? A little different. You know,
Giannis
he did it the hard way. I got to give it to him.
He had a lot of luck on his side for him to get that championship.
Thank you. I was hoping somebody would say that.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to sound like a hater.
Look, man,
a lot of people went down.
I was trying to say it without trying to say it like that because I don't want to come off like a hater. But let's just keep it 100.
If I sound like a hater, I don't care.
If everybody is healthy, is Giannis winning that chip? Let's keep it a stat.
What I do know is that man had an amazing finals.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking that away from him.
And I'm not
taking it away from him, but I'm just saying,
like one of the best players.
If Brooklyn had Kyrie at least healthy, they're not winning.
I don't know, man. He looked really, really impressive. I ain't gonna lie.
In the finals, yes.
He earned my respect in these finals.
Before that,
he looked great.
I can't lie.
He looked great.
He looked amazing.
He had my respect. Great. He always had my respect because he's just the intangibles.
No, he's always been a good player.
He's an amazing player, but I gotta be real. Mm-hmm. Like, if AD and LeBron had that thing going, I don't see them losing.
You see them.
You see them.
You see them when you get. You don't see the Suns. You see them.
You feel me?
Like when like championship, there's a difference between regular season Bron and championship Bron. When he tastes blood,
it's different.
Like once LeBron got over the hump and started winning chips, he's a different animal now. You know what I'm saying?
He's a different player now.
I'm gonna say this about
now. He's not gonna. He needs Anthony Davis. He can't.
Oh yeah, no,
he's old. And this is no knock on LeBron. He can't carry his team past the first round right now. Like you know what I mean? And the Lakers are far from bad. You know what I mean?
Let's say this about LeBron though, real quick, Ho. Yeah, he does need AD. But did you see what he did on a hobbled ankle against the Suns before he got eliminated?
He's tough. He's LeBron James.
He just started taking over the game. So you know what? He does need an AD, but he needs more than AD because he needs role players to play their fucking position.
Like if they was making shots, they might, they could have been a little different.
They couldn't do nothing.
They wasn't hitting
LeBron. LeBron did everything. It's street clothes.
I'm sorry that I said that, but let's keep it 100. He's always hurt in the room. I mean, it's not rumors, but the word is that he doesn't really take the training off-season regimen serious enough. And
that's
shows.
What I've heard too. That's the word on the street.
And I want to say this about this championship. I'm not trying to knock Giannis. I'm not trying to
He got his chip.
He did his thing. I'm not putting an asterisk on it. I'm not going to be disrespectful like that. Mm-hmm. But I'll always have in the back of my mind, I know what it took for him to get there.
Yeah,
I seen it. I watched it.
And to your
I
point,
watched the teams that he had to play.
to your point,
You know what I'm saying? But he
20
had
years
one of
from
the
now,
best
that
finals.
happens for championships for everybody, for all the greats to get bounces. If Ray Allen don't hit one of the most amazing shots, freaking Miami goes down into dust. Like, what do we think about LeBron then?
What about the Bulls though? What happens if the Bulls play the Suns
LeBron missed that shot in Game 6 that rebounded back to Ray Allen, and then he would have been the GOAT.
If Kerr misses that shot,
what happens when the Bulls played Utah in '96 and Scotty and Dennis go down, or Scotty and Kukoc go down?
Mm-hmm.
Then John Stockton and Karl Malone are champions.
That's the point I'm making. That's what I'm saying. It's you can't really say anything about Giannis right now. It's just like,
you can.
Like,
you know what?
Top three
you can when you got like when
I don't know if that's
when all of the
he is top 3. You're right. He is top 3.
He played.
He is top 3.
He dominated, bro.
My only thing is top 3. There's still, you can say that when you have like 5 teams that were affected with injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's clear the deck. Let's run this back next year. And will Giannis get his chip? No. I bet anybody.
I'm not picking. I still have Brooklyn.
I want to take it back to. I want to take it back to KD real quick. KD wanted to sign with the Knicks. James Dolan didn't want to sign his ass because he was afraid of the injury.
Please
so
don't.
Let's keep that. Let's remember that. Let's remember that.
Look,
fuck James Dolan. Thank you.
I know we're turning this into a sports podcast real quick, but I'm gonna say this.
This is great talk, though.
I don't put it past the Greek Freak, because guess what? At the end of the day, he's going to be the most conditioned out of everybody in the league. So
he's
as long as
years old,
he takes care of his body.
Mm-hmm. So as long as come back with a 10-15 foot jumper next year,
I would like. That's what I would like.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I would love for him. I would love for.
You know what? You know what I put it past? I put it past James Harden for being in the strip club with little baby and the baby and handing out honey buns to niggas, and I'll put it past Kyrie, because Kyrie want us to be studying flat earth like when he's in his off season, and KD don't want to brush his hair in the off season. So I'm like, so I'm saying, so the only nigga that's working on this game, and LeBron is making movies, but he's a freak of nature, so it doesn't matter. I don't know what AD does. I don't know what AD does, but all I know is the one nigga that's going to be ready is the Greek Freak.
Yo, Kevin Durant scares me. I'm gonna keep it real. Kevin Durant scares me because he's a different player. He's a different player on the court, but he's the only nigga that I know that takes the the beard brush and he brushes the chip over.
I mean, yo.
he got the Ivan Ooze.
So he got the Ivan Ooze. No. No. You going to the Power Rangers reference? Yo, this is like,
oh my God.
I'm supposed to be the most disrespectful person on this pod. Not y'all. What are y'all doing?
That's the Ivan Ooze.
Yo, and then you over here making fun of KD's hair. Yeah, I mean his I'm sorry, but KD's always
take a straight brush.
He's always looked like he needed a brush to his head. now he's yeah.
The side
he made me. I ain't gonna lie.
The side profile stuff.
He made me proud. He made me proud in that playoff.
Man's a dog.
He played like,
he made me proud.
My goodness.
I did. I enjoy. I like seeing.
He made me proud.
To be honest, his performance. To be honest, like his performance was timeless in that Buck series. Even though they lost, just the display of heart, and it's just a certain feel. Like you knew at some points that you could not stop him, no matter what you threw at him.
He poured everything out.
It was the game that it was the low scoring game that I think they won. I think the Nets had.
I think it might have been Game 6.
Game 6.
Might have been Game 6.
It was
like 50 and a 90 something. But
82 to 79. He had like,
he was bugging.
Yo, he was going crazy.
But the type of shots he's hitting,
and
my gosh, and the way it looks so pretty. Most beautiful basketball you can watch.
And I'm trying to give the Greek Freak his props, but you got to understand, I felt like he slid under my nigga's foot. I felt like he slid
He
under
felt
Kyrie's
like he
feet.
slid that way.
Come on, bro. Like,
Okay. Pardon me. Yeah. I know what you mean.
You talking about like
you know what I mean?
I don't think it was intentional.
Come on, bro.
Come on, he was right under there, right? Like
Why are you? But why? I mean, come on. I played basketball my whole life. I'm that nigga shoot ball. I'm not purposely getting up on it, bro. The shot's off already. Why do I have to slide a couple of more times?
It's dirty.
Come on, bro.
It's dirty.
That shit was whack, bro. That shit was whack. That shit was whack, bro. You know what I mean?
That
shit was whack.
Yeah.
It's happened. It's happened a couple of times. Niggas have done it. Golden State, I forget the player they had years ago that would do that to mad niggas. It was a foreign.
You ain't right, bro. You ain't right. Yo, y'all see? Y'all see? Yo, check the chat and see what this guy did. Yo,
oh my god.
Yo, this guy is. We need to make sure this picture fair use. Make sure this picture gets put up.
I don't
just
see
to show
it.
the comparison. Slide over to the chat and just download that real quick. And when we put that up, fair use, so we're just doing some experiments here.
hey, send that to me, and send that to me because I can't see it.
News.
I'm in the chat, but I can't see it.
Yo, that shot out. But nah, that was dirty. But that Kevin Durant performance, that gave me goosebumps. That was one of when we talk about heart, like displays of just raw basketball talent. Like I know they say different things about Kevin Durant off the court and his personal life and all that. All of that to me was thrown out the window. When you play your main craft the way that it's supposed to be played and you make that look like an art on the court, it's a different type of respect. It's the respect that you deserve. So, let him be who he is. Michael Jordan was an asshole, is an asshole, whatever the case is. But
terrible teammate.
But dirty on that court.
Terrible teammate. Yeah, he got it done. Yeah. He did what he was a tyrant, and he knew that he had to be that way to get the best result. Not everybody needs to be that way, but that's what he felt he needed to be in order to.
You gotta stop.
What am I doing?
Hey, fellas, hold on. Time out, fellas. Time out.
Yeah, yo, check these pics, man. Yo, you gotta
see it though.
Yo.
And then he looked like he said, "You got change."
Yo, if you could just fair use those two.
I'm not bothering nobody, yo. I'm just minding my business.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, but shout out to KD, man. For real. That shit crazy. Somebody gotta get my man a barber. Like, he's wilding.
Tough, man. Tough pandemic.
Next level.
I'm not doing nothing, man. I'm just minding my business, living my best life.
Life, it's rough. Oh man,
it looked like he got slapped right on the top of the head.
It's the sound effect for me, yo.
He looked like he's.
Hold on, man.
The picture.
Steve want me
to the picture again. He looked like he said, "Yeah, let me get the corned beef hash."
Don't it look like a collection of spiders just having a meeting on top of his head?
Yeah, let me get the corned beef hash. Well done.
I can't see I can't see the pictures, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, he foul. He foul. He going crazy right now.
I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm minding my business. Y'all wilding. I ain't doing nothing.
Who's that supposed to be?
That's KD.
Who?
He said that's KD's beard. If you look at his beard, that's the kind of beard he rocking.
Oh my god. Yeah, you are.
But did you see the second picture he just sent?
Yeah, the second one is wrong.
Yo, this my nigga look like a J.
Oh shit!
I told you he looked like he said, "Let me get the corned beef hash." Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
With the home fries.
Yo, y'all got bogeys?
Yo,
Shit, I'm from Lucy's.
Yo,
They used to be 75 cents.
Yeah, that's Lucy. That's Lucy Kev. That's Lucy Kev. Like hard times, Kev. Lucy. Let me get a now you know how in the bodegas they sell the what's the smaller version of the Coronas. My nigga calls them Coronitas. Coronitas. Yeah, that's what it look like. KD's getting. He's getting a Lucy and a Coronita.
The scratch off.
Yeah, the big money spectacular.
Oh shit.
Yo, he just
we get two big money pack spectaculars,
and
and
like,
then we
yo,
get 288 straight
I
in
need
box.
to make this $5 stretch. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga head look like when you see somebody's yard and like, you know what I'm saying, they got some good grass areas and some dirt areas. Like the nigga need landscaping, like his dome need landscaping.
Yo.
Shit.
You know
Oh no.
Yeah. You feel me?
No.
It's like this nigga had look like my granny yard on Sage Street.
Oh shit.
The old 1990s front yards, yeah.
Yeah, right. What the fuck? He looked like his part of his head is worn out because me and Anthony was playing around that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
All stuff.
Gangster though. He gangster though. Shout out to KD
for
being who he is on the
Easy
court
money
though, man.
sniper. Yeah,
I fought that nigga, man.
I
did
just
his
like
thing.
I said, on some real stuff, I appreciate the evolution that we saw this year, KD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we just like
he did all he could do.
Yeah.
He did all he
I
could
love
do.
how he took it up to the next level. I love how he took it up to the next level, man.
Yeah.
Really did.
I told Ant like before the game started, I was like, bro, if this nigga give me about 48 or 50, I can't ask no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't ask no more from him. So like he did what he was supposed to do.
He's so good right now. It's just expected of him to do that, to have a spectacular performance.
I mean, a
now.
person
And
that can put
like,
the
he's
ball
just
in the
gonna-
bucket.
It's just like what he's gonna do, man. He's just gonna put the ball in the bucket.
The way he can put the ball
You know what?
in the bucket, he should be able to do that. And like, I mean, that's just greatness, man. That's him tapping into the next level.
And short-term memory helps a lot of people forget that when Kyrie was healthy and James was healthy, we was beating them niggas by 30. You know what I mean? The first two games we won by 30. So people quick to forget that. Like, okay, niggas go down, you got close games. Not blowouts on the other side. Now you got close games.
And then like you got it. And then
that's what everybody got to think about.
You're talking about the West. Word. The West is gonna come. Murray should come back. Hopefully he comes back healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the Kawhi's obviously out for next year. But then we're talking about the Warriors, and we forget that the Warriors got a couple have a pick in the a lottery pick.
They end up trading that.
The last 2 years, did they trade it?
No, I think they will.
Yeah, I mean the last 2 years they've had a lottery pick. You know,
Clay's coming back. You know,
Clay's coming back.
They're gonna probably move that.
I mean, if Street Clothes Davis is healthy, then we got to talk about them. You know, and then obviously Brooklyn. You know, if Brooklyn is healthy, Giannis he's not getting another chip. He got his chip. Congratulations.
New York Knicks,
you know
the dark horse.
I mean, they gonna make the playoffs again.
Oh, we gonna make the playoffs.
As long as we don't see Trae Young in them, then we'll be all right.
I'm gonna say this on this episode, live and on there.
Mm-hmm.
Dame Dollar to the Knicks.
You know, I don't want him to go to the Knicks. I don't want anybody to go to the Knicks. Not while James Dolan is still,
I'm just afraid of what you would have to give up. But I see Dame Dollar.
I mean, we're just gonna do the same thing that we did with Carmelo Anthony.
I was about to say
the whole starting lineup.
If we do that, then we just shouldn't have shit.
No, like,
I mean,
what are we doing here? Like, if we got to give up a whole all of the chemistry.
Exactly. How many times you got to do something and mess it up to
since the Carmelo Anthony trade,
you're not going to win a chip with that team.
The Nuggets still have a better record than the Knicks since that trade.
Close. No,
it's not even close.
Yeah, but the only thing I'm saying is you're not going to win a chip with that team. So you guys going to have to do.
No, we're definitely not going to. But the thing is though, if you start getting the buzz that we got right now, you gotta create, you gotta make
somebody's got to come over there, right?
Yeah, someone's
You
got
need
to
a
come.
free agent. You need to draft more
As a
and
free
develop
agent,
the players, and then try to get
trading.
a free agent to come. We're not in a position to trade right now. It would cripple us.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a little while.
It would put Dame in the same situation that Carmelo was in, and then he's gonna be resentful of New York, because you live long enough to become the bad guy, and that's what'll happen. If Zion's in New York, even if he's not drafted, if he's in New York, oh my goodness, you know how the city will be electrified. Come on, man.
Yeah,
I really do feel like he'll bring just that buzz, and it's just natural. Like I feel like that's the one thing the Knicks have done correctly since they started on this rebuilding process, is just let natural pieces fit.
Yes.
Yes. So if you just continue
and not signing long-term deals either, too.
Exactly.
That's another thing, because that was killing us.
So just continue to let the natural pieces fit, and I hope I was I was saying, and I'm gonna let you go back in with the with your standpoint on it, but I just was giving my 2 cents and saying that a natural build, continue doing what they're doing, and I would want to see Zion come, because Zion wants to be there. That's
the only player superstar wise that we're talking about that probably has some admiration for the Knicks. That's been like outward. Everything else is speculation. You know what I mean? Nobody really.
His whole team wants him there. They wanted him there since day one. You just know what that would do for his profile instantly changes. Because right now, is Zion a superstar? Do you? Is he a
got swept
superstar?
under the rug this year.
No, right? We wouldn't say he's a superstar, right? No,
he's knocking on the door.
Yes,
and this might be debatable because a lot of people know Zion.
They do.
You know what I mean? So what makes a superstar? Because a lot of people know Zion.
And if Zion was still
number one pick in the draft, got his own sneaker. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's been known since high school.
Only thing that's hurting him, I think,
gym.
And no disrespect to New Orleans, you know what I mean? Shout out to New Orleans, but I mean, he's playing for a team called the Pelicans. You know what I mean, the Pelicans? Who the fuck? I wouldn't play for the Pelicans. I don't even know what the fucking Knick is, but I'd rather play for the Knicks than the fucking Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
Maybe I'm looking at that team wrong, but I don't think that they're designed to really.
They got a good squad.
They do have a good squad
between Alonzo, Ingram, and Zion. They can build around that. They would be some problems.
So
I
agree with you. If I was them, I would just re-sign Alonzo instead of letting him walk.
I would.
I don't think he wants to stay though. That's going to be the problem.
I don't think he does.
That's going to be
another thing
That's
too.
the problem.
It's like, do y'all think that Zion should lose some weight?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I just like, if he's going to continue to be this athletic freak that he is, I don't see that ending well for him. You know what I'm saying?
I think if you take away from him in one area, then he's going to sacrifice another area. Like, he's the player that he is because of all the components together. Just like Charles Barkley was like, I had no idea when I was younger. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know Charles Barkley was like 6'4" until I was like 21 years old. I had no idea Charles Barkley was a little nigga.
6'4"?
Yes.
Charles Barkley was 6'4" and a power forward?
6'4".
He was an undersized forward.
See, you just found that out.
Yo, that's crazy.
Exactly, because when I was growing up, Charles Barkley was such a problem in the paint. There was no way. I thought this nigga was like at least 6'7", 6'8". He's 6'6".
He's 6'6".
I'm about to say 6'4" is like,
no,
yo,
but
come
still,
on,
that's
there's a bunch of little niggas in that era.
That's still an undersized. That's still an undersized power forward back then in that league, because we're talking about banging in the paint. Yeah, because usually power forwards were like 6'10" and up.
Yes.
So
they were legit.
He's Michael Jordan.
Go look at YouTube videos of him in his like in the 90s era, and look when he was in Philadelphia and him playing against other power forwards. He's 6'6" going up against a dude that's 6'10", he wants it more. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like he had we look at Draymond Green, but like Draymond Green has those abilities. You know,
Draymond's like what 6'8" though, right? 6'7", 6'8".
He's about. I think he's 6'8".
That's that
Draymond's a big
old
nigga.
country strength.
That's old.
Yes.
That's that cornbread, turkey wings, collard greens.
And this nigga from Alabama.
That's Alabama
strength. Shout out to them boys. That's crazy.
Draymond 6'6".
6'6". Draymond 6'6".
Draymond 6'6".
Damn. So he is a Charles Barkley type nigga. I thought Draymond was at least like. Well, I thought he was like 6'9", 6'10".
His ego
that's
gives
the
him
same thing.
His ego gives him like about four extra inches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He plays like he's 6'10". You know, don't he? Like the way he bullies in the paint.
Rick, Rick's some bullshit. Rick's some bullshit.
Why you say that? What happened?
Let's keep going. No, let's keep going.
No, you said it. What happened?
We'll talk about it later. I don't want this to be the pause cast because that's the thing. I mean, that's my thing. I don't want this to be the pause cast.
Okay,
once y'all niggas start pausing, it's game over. Like,
who said pause?
I say what's up? Nah. I don't know. When Ant said something, you had a certain smile, and I was like, oh, nigga, Rick, some bullshit. But maybe you was just agreeing with what Ant was saying.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You don't want to start that pause.
I definitely don't.
See how God is.
Was it me, bro?
That's you, did that.
Rick did that.
Before this episode. Okay.
Because you ayo everything I fucking say. Everything I say. Hey yo. You know what I'm saying? What's up, guys? Hey yo. You can't say what's up to guys.
For real.
I take that.
I'm joking.
That's a good point though. I thought, I could swear Draymond was like 6'8", 6'9". I had no idea he was 6'6".
I could have thought he was at least 6'8", 6'7".
Yeah, I had no idea. They play bigger. So just like I was saying, when I was growing up, I thought Charles Barkley was like fucking 6'10", 6'9", at least something like that. But I had no idea because you're playing the position that he played at the same height Michael Jordan is. So Michael Jordan is a shooting guard. You know what I mean? NBA standards. Charles Barkley was a power forward, a dominant power forward, fought Shaq. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At 6'6", like, damn, bro, like that's
crazy. And that's going. You know what? That's honestly going back to something that Ant mentioned earlier. You know, you can follow numbers all you want to, but numbers ain't going to tell you that somebody 6'6" is going to dominate like that. You feel me? At the power forward, at the power forward position for both Draymond and Charles Barkley, like. That's something that you ain't no metrics ever gonna
2012
make that clear.
Second round, 35th pick. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people slept on Draymond?
Crazy,
you know?
Crazy.
That's who Mitchell Robinson is gonna be.
And I mean, like if you watch that interview with Draymond, he talks about all the teams that took him, that picked that skipped on him. Like he knows all of the teams in his head. It's insane.
Okay,
like he wears that as his chip.
Since we're here right now, who was the most slept on athlete of all time? Where they was picked at in the draft? I think it's going to be unanimous.
Most slept on athlete
of all time, where they was picked at in the draft and how they performed in their career.
It's got to be Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. All right.
Tom Brady.
Talking about the 6th round.
Okay. All right. I figured it'd be unanimous. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be unanimous.
I thought Kawhi Leonard first, but I do for you on Tom Brady.
Yeah, definitely Tom. Definitely Tom.
I mean, if we put a top 10 together, then Kawhi probably get in there. Kawhi would get in there.
I think MJ. I think MJ would be picked at 3.
I was gonna say I would put MJ in there because you're talking about like because we talking about like I mean MJ was the 3rd pick. But we talking about the 2 people that were picked before him, that were like highly coveted, you know, highly highly coveted. You know,
Yeah.
This man just came off. Like, did he come off of a championship year with North
No,
Carolina, or was that that was year two?
His junior year. Junior year, he won a championship in the sophomore year.
Okay,
Game
all
one.
right, all right.
Say
But
nine.
even
Came
still, like
out.
they know what this man was capable of, and that that this is back then when they coveted big guys. The big guys were the things that the league was looking at. It was a big man league. So I would definitely Jordan would be in my top 10 of slept on picks.
Mm-hmm.
Did we see?
I would even put Kobe. Kobe definitely would be in there because he was number 13, wasn't he? I think he was 13 pick for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
Which you deny. You'd have to put Kobe in there.
Yeah.
You'd have to put Kobe in there. You'd have to.
He picked number 13.
Yeah. Won 5 rings.
Traded if I'm correct, Vlade Divac for Kobe to the Lakers.
Yeah, because he said he wasn't going to play for Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So did we see Osaka being who she is? Did y'all see that coming? Because I thought that was highly the tennis player Osaka.
The tennis player?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think that's another one.
And
I did
Coco
not.
Golf. I mean, there's a couple of them, but I mean, are they not? I don't want to say this and sound disrespectful.
There's no draft. There's no draft, and
no, they play in the youth tournaments, and then they just work their way up.
Yeah.
But now, can we just say that the Serena sisters kind of put that wave into effect? You know what I'm saying? That more sisters wanting to play tennis.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, because like I and I'm trying to say this respectfully, but like Tiger Woods may put a highlight on the sport. There's like even when Tiger Woods is like hurt, Tiger Woods the numbers don't lie when it comes to viewership. Even like a lot of the golfers say it's different when Tiger's around. There's more people, And then obviously there are more Black people that even care about golf because of Tiger, So I think that was a nice little wave, and I hope that continues forward because I mean, there's been some great legendary tennis players in the past. Arthur Ashe, RIP to the homie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to see that continue. And I like Homegirl, and it sucks that obviously they don't respect her mental health as much as she does,
Yeah. But it's the era of the athlete taking control of their brands and their money, their business. So much respect to her for doing what she needs to do in order to make sure her mental health is a priority.
And I think that's dope. I think that's dope that you brought up somebody like Coco Golf. And it's to me it's pretty ironic that some chick that's so dope at tennis and her last name is Golf. So that's dope.
Yeah. I just I
yeah, facts.
I
see how you did that too. I see how you did that too.
I'm in here. You're never gonna be able to separate the rapper from the man. He's always looking for a bar. Always. I respect it.
They be there. They be there. Oh, this real quick.
Random.
Real
quick. Here we go. Let's go.
I was thinking the same thing.
Let's go.
Time out. Okay, since we did that real quick, right?
Okay.
I was not even prepared for this real quick. But you guys know I drive trucks, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see trucking shows on A&E, Discovery, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm working while I'm wearing my Jesus piece, am I ice road trucking?
You know what? Yes.
I am, right?
Yeah.
I am, because it's dangerous, right? Because they're driving, they're dangerous, they're on the ice road, right? They're dangerous, they're driving up there. But sure, I got the Jesus piece on this, like, you know what I mean? And niggas see the shit like, oh, damn, this nigga look like a lick. You know what I mean? So it's dangerous. I'm ice road trucking. Okay.
bars. But speaking about bars, ladies and gentlemen, on the topic of bars, I gotta ask a question. Question, and because as we're going deeper into bars, you know the Biggie quote, the Biggie bar. He says, "Separate the weak from the obsolete." Does he say that? Separate the weak from the obsolete.
Yes.
What's that mean? What's that mean? Give me a breakdown on what that means.
Separate the weak from the obsolete.
Yeah.
Okay, first what we're gonna do is we will look up the word obsolete, right? We will get this definition.
Didn't he enunciate that too in a different manner to kind of make that
separate the weak from the obsolete.
Okay, so
walking dictionary, by the way. That dude was a walking dictionary.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
And this bar gonna show you why he's just all right.
See now, now you get now. All right. I don't know. All right, let's we'll go straight away from that. So quick.
Tell me what he said.
So obsolete, the meaning of obsolete, and I would think this is the meaning that Biggie would be using.
Okay.
So it says no longer in use or valid or fashionable. Synonyms: outdated, super uninated, out of date.
Right.
So I'm gonna separate the weak from the niggas that don't mean anything anymore. You know what I mean?
Why?
The rappers that are out of date, out of fashion, like me. You know what I mean? I'm separating the weak from the obsolete. If you obsolete, you don't matter anymore.
Yeah, but why are you gonna separate that from the weak?
Because the weak.
That's the part that I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen. Let me say who the weak are. Okay, my niggas forgive me, but at this time I'm gonna say the weak are Jay-Z and Nas.
Damn.
All right, you made me do it. So
actually, give context on that whole joint.
And I'm gonna separate Jay-Z and Nas because they dope. You know what I mean? But they not me, so they weak. But they not obsolete like these other hot to the hook to hook.
Damn.
So he not them niggas. Them niggas is obsolete. Yeah,
that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. See, that's respectful disrespect. like y'all niggas ain't them.
Y'all
definitely
not them.
Weak.
But y'all weak though. Y'all weak compared to me. You know what I mean? All right.
Yo, that's different. Okay. That's different.
You thought you had what you want, right?
Because I was like, yo, why are you separating the weak from the obsolete? What we doing here? Why are we saying that?
Because you're feeling like it's the same.
Yeah.
What's going on? Let me say something. One thing I would not do, I will say this right now, and I'm gonna be, because I try to keep it 100 on this shit.
Yeah.
Biggie is probably the most plausible MC that you will ever come across. But I'm gonna leave it there because that's my dude, and I don't even want to go into that. You know what I mean? That was about to be a segment I was gonna have, but me and you got issues with the pause shit, so I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna, and you don't respect Big like that, so I'm not doing that. I'm giving y'all niggas that fuel.
Whoa. Listen. Let's not throw that narrative out there. That's a dangerous narrative. So I'm not gonna say that. I respect Biggie. I respect Biggie
to the fullest.
I just don't think he's a top 5 MC. I can't say that he is a top 5 MC. All due respect, but he's definitely not. He's not top 3 MC.
You know what?
I'm gonna say that.
I don't want to. Okay. Who's 3? Okay, real quick before we even leave and go on to the other shit. Who's your 3?
Who's my 3?
Hold on. J. Cole, Logic, and
No, don't do Logic.
That's disrespectful.
Don't do that.
What's going on here, ladies and gentlemen?
He said Logic. Yo,
what are we doing here?
Yo, we got a regular Charlemagne on our squad.
Yo, for real.
He says Logic.
It's no more King. It's no longer King Size. It's King Troll.
He said J. Cole. Would you say Nas, J. Cole, and Logic?
J. Cole, Nas, and Logic. You know, so it's Rick's top 3 of all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never even heard a whole Logic song. So and that's no shade. That's no shade. It's just
Not even the one he's singing the phone number. He's singing a toll-free number.
The suicide song or whatever.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
You say you got a Hov, you say you got a Logic ringtone?
No, I said the song he sings, the toll-free.
That's trolling. Now that's trolling.
Top 5,
Okay.
top 3 MCs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Nas.
No,
Jay.
do top 5. Do top 5. Do top 5. Top 5.
Top 5 is hard. I'm gonna say Nas, Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Jadakiss.
Neef
Mm-hmm.
from Chris and Neef.
I'm gonna go.
Nas, Jay-Z, and Jadakiss. Okay.
I'm gonna go Nas, Jay-Z, Kiss. MCs, huh? This is a tough one. This is a tough one on the spot. Well, I'm not prepared for this.
It's easy to slide big in there, bro. I mean, what the fuck? Like, what you mean?
I wouldn't put. I mean, like I'm thinking about the pool to pull out, right? The pool of rappers, of amazing high level rappers to pull out and put into this top 5. I wouldn't put Biggie over like Lil Wayne. I couldn't do that. I put Wayne up there. I couldn't put Big. See, yeah, I got my top 5 now.
Okay,
Jay-Z, Nas, Jadakiss, Wayne, and Andre 3 Stacks. See you tomorrow.
All right, you guys gonna give your 5, or do we want to keep moving?
Top 5.
Everybody want to get a 5?
I don't really.
Yeah. Give y'all 5. Don't be putting me on the blast.
Like,
y'all give me y'all 5.
Mm-hmm.
Is this top 5 like who like best of all, like my favorite?
Overall,
I mean, just know really whatever
like
you consider your top 5. It doesn't matter. Because obviously Rick is picking his top 5 based on something other than MCing. So you pick your top 5, you know what I mean? Like according to how you feel. It doesn't matter. Like you could be your favorite, don't matter.
Okay,
you heard me, Rick. Yeah, you heard me.
Who wants to go?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give a criteria for what my top 5 is before I get. So I think I'm just gonna give. Okay, yeah, this is like the top 5 of Mount Rushmore plus 1 of the game.
Okay.
In my opinion. I would have to go Nas, Jay. I would have to go Snoop. I would have to go.
I was thinking about Snoop too. Who's over Biggie?
Yeah, I have to go Eminem.
Yeah, continue.
There's a lot of slander going on here. I'm just gonna say that. That's slander.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to go Eminem. I have to go. Damn, who's another?
Biggie? How about Biggie? No. I mean,
I have to go. I might have to go.
That hard?
I'm gonna go Rocket. No, you know what? No,
Okay.
actually, you know what? This is gonna sound crazy, but we'll go with Kanye.
Okay.
That's my 5. That's my Mount Rushmore plus 1. Nas, Jay, Ye, Eminem, Snoop.
Okay.
Impact on the game.
2 lists, no Biggie. Next.
Right. So I'm gonna go Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Kung Fu Kenny.
Respect that. Respectable. Okay.
Did you say M?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I take that list. I take Kenny out and I put Wayne. Same list. Yeah.
So
Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, M, and Wayne. Yeah. So the only thing that we always have in common is that
Jay-Z, Nas.
Jay-Z,
do you
Nas
see this?
Should be on the top.
Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, M, and Wayne.
Lyricist.
And I think our fourth was always changing.
Oh, that's what you and Ant have in common. However, all four of us have in common Jay-Z and Nas. And
those are unanimous.
No, but Hov said M though. So three of us have something in common. You're the lone man now.
So are we saying all four of us, or are we just saying three of us? Like, what are we doing here?
Okay, so three of us, and you got. So you said Tyler the Creator.
I said Tyler the Creator. I said Tyler the Creator. Sysmatic. Who else? Who else? I said.
Jomo Shan.
So Soldier Boy. Lil Bow Wow.
Pelicans.
Drake.
I'm just saying. I look at it like, you know, because like your favorite rapper
average,
is
though?
big. You know what I'm saying? So
what's
like,
our average? So our average is really Big, Nas.
It's not big. It's Jay-Z and Nas. That's the average.
No, because
we all had Jay-Z and Nas on all four.
Okay,
Hov didn't say big.
He didn't say big. So it's Hov, Nas,
Eminem. If you want to throw it up, yeah, that's
Wayne.
Did everybody say Wayne?
I didn't say Wayne, but he would be
right
outside my top.
Yeah,
10. He's close. Just like Big is close.
So, but all three of us did say Wayne though. What me? Well, no. And you didn't say Wayne.
No, I did not say Wayne.
No,
yeah, so Wayne's not up there.
He's in my top 10. He's in my top 10, but not in my top 5.
That's what it was. Okay.
He said Kenny. So I mean, so at the end of the day, I mean, we just got different.
Jay-Z, Nas, and M is unanimous.
That's unanimous top 3.
That's unanimous
I like
top
how
3.
we all
gotta remember too. Like we're basing this off of something a man did like basically 30 years ago. All of these guys have catalogs of work.
Please, let's not put handicaps.
I'm not putting a handicap. But what I'm trying to tell you is MCs put this man as they go. Your favorite rapper's big. What are we talking about here?
Just like one of Eminem's favorite rappers is fucking Tretch. But none of us said Tretch.
No one says Tretch.
None of us said Redman.
Exactly.
But we all named
let's
one
take a
boy.
Take a listen to when Tretch was rapping. Tretch was snapping.
and Red is top 10. Red is top 10.
Yes, definitely top 10.
Oh yeah.
Red is definitely top 10, and it's not because it's Jersey. It's just because listen to that man. That man's still snapping to this day. Mm-hmm. I got Royce in my top 10. If you want to put like a whole top 10 together,
it's hard to do a top 10 because we talking about Big L, Big Pun, Black Thought. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Scarface. We talking about like, bro, it's hard to do a top 10. So now we're really only talking about our taste. What you know what I'm saying?
No, mine wasn't my taste.
To you.
Mine was like the 4 quote unquote impactful presidents like Mount Rushmore. Like I was thinking 4+1 most important or influential, like the guys you can't tell the story of hip hop without. Basically, these 5 dudes. Like I said, Snoop, Nas, Jay, Kanye, and who else?
You can't tell the story without
an Eminem.
Big Hov.
You can't tell the story of hip hop without Andre 3.
I'm personally just going off based off lyrics.
Half of those guys aren't in my top 5 personally. You know,
you can't tell the story of hip hop without Andre 3 Stacks.
Look at Kanye's catalog and what he's done for the music. His impact on the music. Jay, Nas, these are monster.
What about Juicy? What about Juicy though?
Look, he's
not saying personal. He's saying the impactful list. I feel you.
Like Eminem with the Grammys and the catalogs, all the other stuff. Like those guys.
No way. To me, Drake. I'll put Drake before Eminem
and Snoop. Yeah,
I'm gonna put Drake before him.
Most impressive catalogs, most impressive bodies of work. It's hard to trade. It's hard to trade their careers.
Not that big. Yeah, you're right. Big's catalog not that big.
It's hard to trade their careers for Biggs. You know what I mean? Like,
How do you put Eminem over Drake? Talk to me about that.
That's debatable. That's debatable. He's one I was actually going back and forth with. It would actually probably come down to them too.
Whose first two albums are better than Big's first two albums? Can we talk about that? What's better than? Okay, Reasonable Doubt in my lifetime is better than Ready.
I don't know, man.
Life After Death.
Illmatic is a classic, bro.
Illmatic.
Illmatic. Okay, so
Illmatic,
I am is better than Life After
Illmatic,
Death.
It was written. It was the second one. So If I Ruled the World, that's like might be his biggest song still to this day.
Okay, so I got you know what I'm saying, More Money, More Problems. It's still on the radio today.
It's tough.
That's really hard, man. That's a tough question. That's really hard.
If you just take everybody's first two albums, I'm eliminating a lot of people. You know what I mean? Because Reasonable Doubt is a classic. And even though, because I'm a big Jay-Z fan, I love Volume 1, but it doesn't hold a candle to Life After Death. It doesn't. I mean, what was Nas? It was written,
Section
right?
80, Good Kid, Mad City.
That's another one.
Section 80 and Good Kid, Mad City is just
Section 80's
out of here.
Mixtape.
Out of here. If you say
we gonna count mixtapes because I got mixtapes.
Section 80 is his first studio album.
It's his first studio album. It was a mixtape. My bad.
Section 80 is his first studio album. So
I thought Good Kid, Mad City was his first studio album.
No,
it's his first studio album with Dre.
Good Kid, Mad City is his first joint with Dre. And that shit was out of here.
I mean, he want that. You know, another thing too is like lyricist, right? I mean, he's the only one with what is it? A Nobel Peace Prize.
Who's that?
Was that Kung Fu Kenny? What did he win?
I think so. Yeah.
He's the only one.
I think that
he's the only one.
Only one
and
that's done that.
He does. I think what's, and like I said, you have to have, and this is why you make a good point with Kendrick. I think you have to have multiple classic albums. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, to be considered. Like, I think that's one of the main requirements. Like you saying Big's first two albums, everybody knows classic hip hop albums. I think minimum requirement, you have to have multiple classics. You know what I mean? Yeah. In the canon, basically.
Yeah.
It's a few that have multiple.
I mean,
even Marshall got his first two.
Yeah, I would say.
Who?
I would say
Marshall.
His first two?
Yeah.
Which one was
Marshall Mathers? Marshall Mathers.
Okay.
Yeah, Marshall Mathers LP.
I might even put the first three
might be my
because those first three that came out,
the gun.
He
might have more than.
The thing is though, a lot of people sleep. Will sleep on him because, like, you know, he mentally gets bored in his albums and just starts going his cadences and all the other stuff. He gets extra with his cadences, but like, he's ridiculous.
He can't sleep on Snoop's album. Snoop's first two albums.
Can't sleep on Snoop.
Crazy.
Snoop.
I don't know.
Snoop's got classics in his later years.
You got Doggy Style, and what's his second one? What's his second one?
Doggy
Style. Dogfather.
The
Dogfather was his second one.
That's on No Limit, right?
The ones later on in his
that wasn't on the Dogfather. The Dogfather wasn't on No Limit.
The Velvet, whatever the hell it was.
What's Dogfather on?
Dogfather was still on Death Row. That was his follow-up, wasn't it? The Dogfather was his follow-up, wasn't it?
I thought he just did Doggy Style, and then they had those issues.
He did Doggy Style.
I might be wrong. But I thought he had to get out of his contract.
It wasn't an album before Doggy Style?
No, it was Doggy Style, and I thought he had some issues with, you know, he got scared. Tupac Biggie died, and he wanted like, you know what I mean? I got to fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? And I think Dogfather was No Limit. I think.
Death Row. It's Death Row.
It's Death Row?
It's Death Row.
Okay.
That was released in 1996.
So what was on Dogfather?
The Dogfather.
Name the track list.
Track list. All right. So we've got track 2, The Dogfather. Track 3, Ride For Me. Up Jump the Boogie is track 4.
Okay, so we could just say Snoop's not in the conversation, the first two classic albums. So We
I
can
mean
move
that,
past
and
Snoop.
historically, this album actually didn't sell as much.
Oh, that's not one of his
Yeah.
best ones.
I mean,
That's
Biggie said
actually
it.
it's actually considered a flop if
No,
we're talking
his later
extended.
albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we won't say Snoop.
I mean, with all
so,
due respect, I understand what you're saying with Kanye, but Kanye is disqualified in my book when it comes to, he's disqualified because he don't write his own rhymes. I'm basing this off of lyrics and lyrics alone.
He
You know what
does.
I'm saying? No.
Definitely want to.
because I'm kind of confused with what he does right and what he doesn't right. That's what I would want to know.
Mm-hmm.
For that.
He has help, and he writes some of his stuff, but he doesn't write all of his stuff. And if you don't write all of your stuff, I can't put you in the top lyricists of all time lists. I can't do that.
I want to throw in an honorable mention for the top two for the two albums conversation, like the first two albums conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give flowers to Lupe Fiasco. I feel like he doesn't get enough respect for his first two albums.
Those that
out
know,
of there.
Those that know, those that know, those that know. It's like talking about like, it's like talking about basketball and not talking about Sham God.
I'm sorry. That's Food and Liquor and what was the second one? And the Cool.
Ricky, you're 100% right, man. You're 100% right. Those two albums are freaking classics, bro.
Classics.
Those might be, to be honest with you,
man. I remember when those albums came out back when MySpace was popping. Those are my joints. I
fuck with Lupe. I fuck with Lupe.
Fuck with Lupe.
Two classics, man.
So many bars. Can I get your top five, or can someone please let me know who they believe their producers? You know what I'm saying? I need to know that list. I want to know
top five beat makers.
Top 5 beat makers of all time.
This is going to show generational gap. This nigga say this is going to show.
I just threw out this tag.
This is going to show generational gap. I want to go from youngest to oldest. How about that?
Is that me? I think that is.
That'd probably be Hov, right?
Yeah. Ricky, how old are you?
Hov.
How old are you?
I'm 31, but Ricky's like a month older than me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go first. Your top 5 producers.
Oh, okay.
Producers? Can we narrow it down? Because this is a big conversation. That are we saying in hip hop, or are we saying just producers? Period.
I would say.
I think we was talking about hip hop.
Okay.
Just hip hop.
So let's just do hip hop.
Just hip hop.
Yeah.
That's a broad brush right there. We talk about
the
music industry. Period.
We talk about Beethoven and
we can.
If you don't put QJ up in there, I don't know.
Talk about what's it, Jimmy Jam and the other dude. You know what I'm saying? We can it could Doc Child. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Nigga, I talk about Beethoven shit. If we want to fucking expand it, you want to be for real.
I want to say number 1.
The real Beethoven.
Mozart.
Number 1 all time. The Commissioner Steve Stout. No, I'm joking.
He said Commissioner Steve Stout. The Commissioner.
Commissioner Steve Stout. No.
Lenny.
I will go with Alchemist. These are my favorites. Now I'm gonna give you my favorites. Alchemist.
Go ahead.
Your top 5. Yeah.
Alchemist, Premier.
Okay.
RZA.
Mm-hmm.
Alchemist, Premier, RZA. Man, this is tough. I would say Kanye and Dre.
Tough.
Nice 5.
That's definitely nice tough 5. Because there's a couple of people you got to knock out of that spot just to get them in there. And
that's nice 5. And I love the fact that he put Alchemist in there. I love that.
The funny thing about it is Alchemist doesn't even exist without Primo. So it's like you just say Primo twice.
Yeah, basically.
You just say Primo twice.
This is a hard conversation.
So Primo's on there twice.
It's on you, Rick.
It's a hard conversation, man. I'm definitely gonna put Kanye and Dre in there.
Okay.
I'm definitely putting Kanye and Dre in there.
This is no particular order either. This is just who you got.
This is tough. Damn. I'm putting Scott Storch in there.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Definitely.
Yo, there's
He's
a lot
crazy.
of people that get left off this list. I'm telling you, this is getting
Somebody
bloody.
got to be left off.
This is getting bloody.
What mad niggas gonna be left off? This is tough.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Premiere in there.
Okay.
This seems to be a common thread right now.
We got a common going on again, just like with the rappers.
Damn, this is
He's the
fucking
Godfather.
hard, bro.
You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
I mean, because you can't talk about MCs without the producers, right?
It's true.
Can't.
So what's a rapper without beats?
Exactly. So like that's why this has to be done. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this last one is very hard. Oh my god, for real? Yo, this one is
okay,
hard.
For real?
No. I did not say. I said for real.
So he could easily be on that list too for me. He might be 6 for me actually.
Believe it. Like,
for
all
real.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's listen. Look at the hits now. Look at the hits. Don't play.
All right, I'm gonna go Swizzy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh man, there's so many people that got.
I like that list.
Yeah, I like that list.
That's a respectable list.
All right, so it's on me now, right?
Yeah, it's on you.
Primo, you got Dre, Kanye, and
Scott Storch.
Okay. Yep. That's an official list right there.
That's Dre, Kanye. No, said Dre, Kanye, Scott Storch.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna take out Scott Storch.
No.
I'm gonna take out Scott Storch.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put in Timbo, and I'm just gonna keep that list there.
So you have Dre, Kanye, Tim.
There's only been one beat maker that I've always been in love with his beats. Primo, you know what I'm saying? It's Primo.
Scott.
Primo's my number one. Then we're gonna go with Dre. We're going with Timbo.
Okay.
We got Primo, Dre, Timbo. I'm gonna go with Havoc. Then I'm gonna go with this would be unfair not to mention this, man. So I gotta say RZA.
Yo, yes.
Nice.
Facts.
I think that's my 5. I don't know. I think that's my 5. Did you do your 5, Ant?
Yeah, that's my 5.
That's 5? That might be my 5. Like, I don't know. I was trying to fix my technical difficulties.
I was going through my Spotify playlist, and without even realizing how many like things that Havoc has touched that people don't even know. This is why I love this conversation, because like people love their lyricists, but they don't know that they beat makers. You know what I'm saying? And like this is why I miss having the back of the catalog of CDs. You know what I'm saying? Because that was me. I was a nerd. I used to be in those, and I want to see who was writing. I want to see who was producing this stuff. I want to see what sample was used. You know, these are the things that I was looking at. You know, because I was a student of the game, and when I would see that, you know, the RZA was that the RZA produced a cut off of Kanye's album. What was it? My Sweet Twisted Dark Fantasy. You know, we Paul, you know, was it Paul? Yeah, and then Havoc had collabed with Kanye on what was it? What was that? The Life of Pablo. You know, I forget the song that he produced, but Havoc, you know, they made beautiful music together, literally, you know. And then you can't. I mean, I don't mean to leave Kanye out, but you know, it's tough.
It's very hard because there's so many people. So many people. Like I gotta like shout out to Just. Come on, man.
Yeah,
just
Blaze. That's another thing too. And we talking about like, because like I'm glad that we said hip hop, because you can't talk about producers without talking about Teddy Riley. You know what I'm saying?
You feel
like,
me?
The man created a whole wave. You know, like that's what I like about producers, is that they literally legit. Like, I mean, I left the Neptunes out of my top.
We just talking hip hop though.
Yeah, I know. But I left the Neptunes out of my top 5, and they created a whole wave, you know? So, like, It's tough.
Shout out to 40. Shout out to Ninth Wonder.
Mm-hmm. Ninth Wonder.
Yes.
Yeah, see? It's yikes.
Ninth Wonder has some of my favorite beats.
This is bad.
Shout out to Cool and Dre.
Mm-hmm. Cool and Dre.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Track Masters.
Track
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What the
Hitmakers?
Wait, no. Who was Puffy's squad back in the day?
Mad niggas.
Yeah.
Stevie
For
J.
real.
Mad
For
niggas.
real.
There was a
For
lot
real.
of them. There was a lot of them.
My
Stevie
five.
J.
Out of my five, I don't know if it's gonna be that hard. It might be a little bit. Let me see. I'm just gonna go Havoc, DJ Premier, whoever was helping Dr. Dre with his beats.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna say Dre, but whoever was helping him. Dre
Scott
and whoever was
Storch.
helping him. One of them. All of them. Everybody who helped Dre make beats.
Melman.
That's a whole one person.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Havoc, I got Pharrell, I got whoever was fucking with Dr. Dre, I got DJ Premier, and I'm gonna say RZA. So I'm going there because mad catalogs.
The consistent there was Primo on everybody's list, right?
Yeah. I think Primo was on everybody's list.
Yeah, Primo was unanimous on everybody's list. The beautiful thing that I love about Primo, I didn't find this out until that wave of Houston music popped on the scene, that cut chopped and screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, because Primo is from Houston, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole 90s style, maybe late 80s, early 90s style that we all fell in love with is a Houston style. you know, Houston gave birth to that scene, you know.
He was born and raised in Houston, and then he moved to New York like later on in his life. So basically when niggas say I need a Primo beat, I need a Houston beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need a Houston beat, not a chopped and screwed beat.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Primo shit not chopped and screwed. But it's just basically saying I need a nigga from Houston, like because if you rhyme like that was like the damn, that was like that's a kind of like a trophy, like okay, I made it, I rhymed on a Primo beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's on so many classic albums. Illmatic, Life After Death, Reasonable Doubt, the documentary. Was he on 50 Cent? Did he have a joint on 50's Get Rich or Die Trying?
I think he had one on Power of the Dollar.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of classic albums that Primo got to be on.
Yeah, and I mean 50 had a Primo beat on a couple of his mixtapes. I'm almost positive on that.
I couldn't wait to hear Kiss Over Premier.
For real.
Talking about that's another animal. He changed the whole mixtape game, man. Why do you have to do that?
But definitely got a shout out to all of the goats and the goblins that we, you know what I'm saying, highlighted today. You know what I'm saying?
Nice segue.
It's like it's so many names on the list. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Any last words, fellas?
New name, new game, man. We back at it, right? Yeah, I mean, we out here. So you gotta see a lot more of us. We back. We had things to handle, but we back now. So new name, new game. Check in, hit the like button, subscribe, follow.
Go to the Gobs.
You already know.
This man, wow.
It only gets better.
Yeah. Much love.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave y'all on this note. Yo, y'all take it easy, man. Go to Goblins.
Like that, man.
Follow us on Twitter, man. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on all social media handles.
Yes, sir.
And we out.